Hey everybody. For the last few videos I've been telling you about this really extraordinary addition to the Celebration Bar Review program called PhotoReading, or what I call Bar Review on steroids. And you might have been asking yourself as you were watching those videos, yeah, it sounds really good, I just don't know if it would work for me. I've got, and then fill in the blank, certain questions or problems or concerns. So I want to tell you today the story of Kimberly. Kimberly went to a state-accredited California law school, small school, and she graduated, she was an adult student, and she graduated, I think, in the bottom half of the class. She took the California bar several times and failed, did not come close to passing at all, apparently, and had an awful lot of problems and concerns. Not much support from her family, not much of a self-confidence, not much sense that she could make it work at all. She was also technophobic, literally terrified of all technology, didn't know how to turn on an iPad, couldn't make the mouse on her computer work, just a range and a litany of problems. Well, she came to us for the California bar right before one of the exams, and we worked with her for a short while, and we got her scores up, but they weren't enough to pass. She came back the next time. We worked more intensively, tried to identify some problem areas, and we got her score up again, but still it wasn't good enough. And then we introduced her really in a very strong way to this program, to photo reading in particular. We encouraged the photo reading. We showed her how to do it step by step, walked her through it, had her practice it. And what she began to realize as she was working was that she would write an essay and she would start understanding or knowing the law to use without knowing exactly why that was happening, but it gave her confidence. Then she'd do some multi-state multiple choice questions and she'd get them right. Again, not entirely sure why, just knew that she was getting them right, and that gave her more confidence as well. Well, through that process of practice and response and reply, and with our assistance, she got better and better. And when she took the California bar, then in February of 2014, she passed. Now, you may think, well, that's a good accomplishment, but no big deal. Well, let me be clear. In the cohort of people that had the same basic background in statistics that Kimberly did, there was less than a 15% pass rate in California. That is to say that about 1 out of every 7 students with similar backgrounds passed the bar. It's an extraordinary accomplishment for her. She's going to be a great lawyer. But a big part of the reason was photo reading. Now you might be saying, you know what, that's great for her, but I'm a foreign trained attorney and English isn't my first language. Let me briefly tell you about Jose and about Wendy. Jose is a Spanish speaker that had taken the New York and New Jersey bars multiple times before we introduced him to photo reading. We worked with him, we showed him how to do photo reading, how to make it work, even though English was not his first language, and sure enough, he passed the bar. Wendy was an Asian student, a foreign trained attorney, who worked incredibly hard, but kept failing the New York bar over and over and over again. When we introduced her to photo reading and showed her how to really start to trust her own instincts and her beliefs and to really work and let the system work for her, guess what happened? She passed the New York bar exam. We were working with some folks in Texas, a woman who, I'm not the kind of guy that would ask how old somebody is, but she was old enough to be a grandmother, and she had failed the Texas bar several times before she came to us. We put her into photo reading. She agreed to do exactly what we asked her to do in terms of working through the program, trusting it, letting it work and apply, getting the feedback, seeing the results. And, well, the result, she passed. We've had people in every jurisdiction that we teach pass the bar. We've had Florida students who failed repeatedly over and over and over again, came to us, worked through photo reading, saw their multi-state scores go up, saw their essay scores go up or their state scores, and they passed the bar. So if you're thinking to yourself, you know what, this wouldn't work for me, the odds are that it would. And if you'd like to find out more about it or to discuss that with me to see if it really would work for you, I would encourage you to do that. There's a link below where you can find out more information and you can get in touch and set up a conference with me. I hope that you'll really seriously consider this. It's a game changer, for Nancy in Texas and for Patricia in Florida and for Wendy and Jose, for Randy, Robbie, for Kimberly, and for many, many others. This program has proven to be the difference between failure and success. It's given them the gateway to the things that they wanted to do with their career. I'd like that for you too. And if that's something you want, then I hope that you'll consider this really exciting new program. Thanks for watching and being part of our discussion.